Okay, this setup indicates this golfer is going to try to play a single plane swing a la Mo Norman out of Canada. Reason I see this is because you can see that the shaft and the arms create the same line, plane line. In order to play that, we want to make sure the hands go straight up on that blue line and that the head of the club stays outside the hands. So let's draw a little box in. I'll show you what I mean by that. My grandfather used to call that swinging under the table. There's the table. The club head is outside where the hands are. And as she goes back, what's going to happen is she's going to bring that club back inside the table too early. She doesn't swing it under the table. See how the hands are getting way behind her? Now the reason that's happening, part of it is because while her target is out here, she's actually lined up more on this line over here. So she needs to straighten her aim up a little bit so she can swing. Now that would swing under the table. You can see how far under the club is. And she also talked about how sometimes she hoods the club. And what that means is she's leaving the club head dead shut on the way back. See that? The club needs to have a toe up at that point right there. When she's swinging with the club in front of her, it's toe up. Then she's going to come down. And let's bring it back down. And you can see what's going to happen. She's going to come over the top a little bit of that swing. Now the next thing we're going to look at also is the problem she's having with her spine and why it's making it difficult to make good solid contact. So we're going to draw her spine line in. We'll do it in white. There's the line of her spine. What's going to happen is on her backswing, she's going to raise up above that line. See that? Her spine now is almost straight up. Now it is straight up and down. So now she's no longer bent forward at 35 to 45 degrees. She's almost standing up. Her head's almost at noon rather than at 1 or 2 o'clock. Then as she comes back down to find the bottom of the swing, she's got this chopping motion going on a little bit where the arms fall apart right there. And then she has a tough time getting back to the ball. So the two things we're going to work on, obviously, one is the alignment, and the other is trying to maintain the spine angle. Now, people will probably tell her that she raises her head, but what we've got to recognize is the head is attached. It can't go up if the hips don't move. So what's going to happen is we're going to watch. I'll draw a line straight down her hips, down to her ankles. Let's see what she does on the way back. See if the hips move. You see how the hips are moving? Straight up and down. Now she's straight up and down with the hips, and she's going to be out of position. So we've got to keep the butt behind you. You can't let that butt creep in and end up with a straight line on the legs. Okay?